What counts as hours worked for non-exempt employees? Imagine clocking in for work and wondering which moments will actually get paid for. Understanding what counts as hours worked is key to staying compliant with wage laws. When you're a non-exempt employee, every minute you spend working or required to be on duty matters. The Fair Labor Standards Act says that hours worked include all time you're required to be at your workplace or on duty. If your employer asks you to be there, even if you're not doing tasks, that time counts. For example, waiting around for work to start or during breaks when you're still on the clock counts as hours worked. If you're performing job duties like manual labor, administrative work, or technical tasks, all that time is paid. Even if you're doing small tasks or multitasking, it adds up. Waiting time can be tricky. If you're required to wait at your workplace for the next assignment, that counts as hours worked. But if you're on call and can use the time freely, it depends on the situation and local laws. Sleeping time is also considered hours worked if you're required to stay overnight and cannot leave. If you are on duty for less than 24 hours, any sleep or personal time is usually counted as work hours. For 24 hours or more, there are rules about sleep periods. If the employer provides sleeping facilities and you usually get at least 5 hours of sleep, some sleep time can be excluded. Travel time is another important factor. Travel during work hours, like moving between job sites, counts as hours worked. But commuting from home to work generally does not. If you travel overnight for work, that time is usually paid. Meal breaks of 30 minutes or longer are often unpaid if you're fully relieved of duties and free to use that time. Short breaks of 5 to 20 minutes are generally paid, as they are considered part of your workday. Training sessions, staff meetings, or mandatory company events are also counted as hours worked. However, if the training is voluntary, outside work hours, and not directly related to your job, it might not be paid. Employers must keep accurate records of all hours worked by non-exempt employees. This helps ensure everyone gets paid correctly and avoids violations. If an employer misclassifies or forgets to pay for certain hours, they could face penalties and back pay obligations. Some states have stricter rules than federal law, so employers need to follow the most favorable standards for employees. Clear policies on time tracking, breaks, and work hours help prevent disputes. For non-exempt workers, understanding what counts as hours worked is essential for fair pay and legal compliance.